You ever notice how some people seem to just rise? Like they're made of lighter material than the rest of us? Meanwhile, you're grinding, hustling, doing everything right, and somehow, nothing sticks. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Success isn't hiding from you. You're hiding from it. And the chains holding you down, you forged them yourself. I'm Willow, and today, we're dismantling the 8 mental anchors that are quietly drowning your potential. These aren't the obvious ones. These are the invisible beliefs your brain clings to like a life raft, even though they're pulling you under. Stick around, because by the end of this, you're going to see exactly why you've been sabotaging yourself and how to finally stop. Number 8. You're addicted to comfort and it's killing your future. Look, your brain is wired for survival, not success. Every time you choose the familiar over the unknown, you're basically telling your nervous system, "This is fine, stay here, don't risk it." But here's the trap. Comfort is a drug that doesn't wear off. It just numbs you. You stop noticing opportunities because they all feel like threats. That promotion? Too risky. That business idea? Too uncertain. That conversation? Too awkward. So you stay in the same job, the same routines, the same relationships, wondering why nothing changes. Meanwhile, the people luckier than you? They're just more comfortable being uncomfortable. They've rewired their threat detection system. What feels like danger to you feels like possibility to them. If you want to rise, you've got to divorce comfort. Not forever, just long enough to build something worth coming back to. Number 7. You're waiting for permission that's never coming. This one's sneaky. You tell yourself you're being strategic or waiting for the right time, but really, you're waiting for someone to anoint you, a boss to recognize you, a mentor to validate you, the universe to send a sign. Here's what actually happens. Nothing. Because nobody's coming. There's no permission slip for your dreams. No authority figure is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Yes, you're ready now." The people already winning, they gave themselves permission. They decided they were ready, even when they weren't. They built the plane while jumping off the cliff. You think they had it all figured out? They were terrified. But they moved anyway. Every day you wait for external validation, you're handing your power to people who don't even know you're waiting. Stop outsourcing your courage. The door's already unlocked. You're just standing there hoping someone will open it for you. Number 6. You're measuring yourself against everyone except past you. Social media turned life into a highlight reel Olympics, and you're over here watching everyone else's gold medal moments while you're still in training. But here's the thing nobody tells you. You're not even in the same race. That person crushing it on Instagram? You don't know what they sacrificed. That entrepreneur with the overnight success? They failed for 7 years before you ever heard their name. When you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, you're comparing fiction to reality. It's a rigged game. The only comparison that matters is, are you better than you were 6 months ago? Did you learn something? Build something? Become something? Because success isn't a leaderboard. It's a personal evolution. And every second you spend envying someone else's chapter is a second you're not writing your own. Your only competition is the version of you that's settled. Beat that person. Number 5. You think perfection is the goal. It's not. It's the excuse. Let me ask you something. How many projects are sitting unfinished because they're not ready yet? How many ideas died in your notes app because they weren't polished enough? Perfection is where dreams go to suffocate. It's a moving target designed to keep you safe from judgment, from failure, from being seen. But here's the brutal truth. Done beats perfect every single time. Because done can be improved. Done can be tested. Done can generate feedback, revenue, momentum. Perfect. Perfect just sits there, gathering dust in your imagination, making you feel productive while you accomplish nothing. The most successful people you admire, their first attempts were terrible, but they shipped anyway. They iterated. They improved in public. You're not protecting your potential by waiting for perfect. You're burying it. Progress is messy. It's supposed to be. Launch the ugly version. You can't steer a parked car. Number 4. You're confusing motion with progress. Oh, you're busy, crazy busy, back-to-back meetings, endless emails. Your calendar looks like Tetris. But at the end of the week, what actually moved? Busyness is the greatest illusion of productivity ever invented. It feels like work. It looks like work. But it's often just noise, sophisticated procrastination. You're rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic and calling it leadership. Meanwhile, the person half as busy as you is building an empire because they've figured out the difference between activity and impact. They protect their time like it's their most valuable asset, because it is. They say no. They delete tasks. They ignore the urgent in favor of the important. If you're always busy, but never ahead, you're not working on the right things. You're working on everyone else's priorities. Strip away everything that doesn't directly move your most important goal. What's left? That's your real work. Everything else is just theater. Number 3. You're building safety nets instead of wings. Look, I get it. You want backup plans. You want guarantees. You want to know exactly how it's going to work out before you commit. But here's the paradox. The tighter you grip security, the more you strangle possibility. Because real opportunities don't come with safety nets. They come with risk, uncertainty, and the very real chance you might fall. But falling isn't fatal. Staying grounded is. Every hour you spend building elaborate contingency plans is an hour you're not spending building the thing itself. The most successful leaps happen when the safety net isn't there, because that's when you're forced to fly. You're forced to innovate. You're forced to commit fully. Half in doesn't work. The universe rewards the people who burn the boats. Not because they're reckless, but because they've made success the only option. Stop spending more energy on your exit strategy than your entry strategy. If you're already planning how to retreat, you've lost before you've started. Number 2. You're waiting to discover your natural talent. Spoiler: it doesn't exist the way you think it does. We've been sold this toxic story that successful people were just born with it. The gift, the genius, the magic touch. So when things feel hard, you assume you're not meant to do it. You're in the wrong lane. But here's what actually separates the winners from everyone else. They didn't wait to feel talented. They sucked and kept going anyway. Talent isn't a starting point. It's a result. It's what happens after 10,000 hours of sucking slightly less each time. Mozart started composing at age 5 and didn't produce anything remarkable until his 20s. 20 years of practice. The only difference between you and the people you admire is they were willing to be terrible longer than you've been willing to try. Stop waiting for natural ability to reveal itself. Start building skill. Skill is talent plus relentless, unglamorous repetition. You don't find your calling, you forge it. And finally, number 1. You need to know how before you start. This is the anchor that drowns more dreams than anything else on this list. You want the roadmap, the step-by-step, the guarantee that if you do A, B, and C, you'll get to Z. But life doesn't work like that. And the biggest opportunities? They never come with instructions. Think about it. Every major success story starts with someone who had no idea what they were doing. They had a vision, maybe a first step, and then they figured it out. They made it up. They pivoted 17 times. The path revealed itself because they started walking. But you're still at the trailhead, waiting for a detailed map of terrain that doesn't exist yet. Here's the truth that'll set you free. You don't need to know how. You just need to know why and what's next. The how reveals itself in motion. Clarity comes from action, not contemplation. You'll never feel ready. You'll never have all the answers. And that's exactly when you need to move. The people already winning. They're making it up too. They're just doing it out loud. So here's what we've uncovered. Success isn't hiding from you behind some impossible wall. It's waiting on the other side of 8 mental anchors you've been dragging around like they're protecting you. Comfort, permission, comparison, perfection, busyness, safety nets, talent myths, and certainty. They all feel responsible, mature, even wise. But they're not. They're just heavy. And the beautiful, terrifying truth is this: you already have everything you need. You don't need to be smarter, luckier, or more connected. You just need to let go. Drop the anchors. Stop waiting. Stop perfecting. Stop preparing. Start moving. Because the version of you that's capable of extraordinary things, they're not hiding. They're drowning under the weight of these beliefs. Cut the chains. The water's deep, but you know how to swim. You always did. Drop a comment and tell me, which anchor hit the hardest? Which one are you cutting loose today? I'm Willow, and until next time, trust your next step even when you can't see the whole staircase, and mind yourself. I'll see you in the next one.